Hi, everybody. Shannon Lee here. I'm here in the Bruce Lee offices right now, coming to you live. And today is July 20th, which is a very special day for some of you who don't know. Today is the day that my father passed away in 1973. So today is the 43rd anniversary of his passing. And for us, it's a day of remembrance. And so I'm here to remember him and talk about him and share memories and thoughts on all things having to do with my dad, my brother, myself, whatever you want to know about. And it's also a very exciting day because we have some very exciting announcements today. For those of you who don't know, we have relaunched our website today. So go check out brucelee.com and see the brand new website. And on that website, you will be able to find a link for our brand new Bruce Lee podcast, which we started today. As well, you can find it on iTunes and SoundCloud, and it is a podcast where we discuss and break down my father's philosophies, because I really want to share his philosophies with all of you and have practical applications for his philosophies as well, because they've been so enriching for me in my life. And really, his words and the way he lived his life are what make me want to keep his legacy alive today. So with that, we can talk more about all that later, but with that, let's answer some questions. Okay, I'm leaning forward so I can read these. Also, we had a bunch of people submit questions ahead of time. So I also have some on a piece of paper here that I can go to for people who submitted questions ahead of time. So let's see what I can see. When is the next issue of Bruce Lee, The Dragon Rises comic coming out? This is a good question. For those of you who don't know, we released a comic book. I co-wrote the first issue called Bruce Lee, The Dragon Rises. And issue 3 is currently out right now, and issue 4 is coming in the fall. It's coming in October. I will be at Kamikaze for the release of issue 4, and that's when that's coming out. I'm going to go here. Let's see. Well, there were a lot of questions that came in that I had to get on speed dial to my mom about because I didn't know the answers. So here was one that I thought was really interesting and good. And I love it when people ask questions that I don't know the answers to, because then I get to find out more about my dad. So one question was, how long did Bruce Lee sleep at night? And did he believe in the restorative power of sleep? So I had to ask my mom that because I didn't know the answer to that question. And the answer is he liked to sleep. He was a good sleeper. He liked to get 8 or so hours of sleep a night, and he did believe in the restorative power of sleep. He did not take naps during the day, and he did not stay up excessively late at night. He usually was in bed before midnight. And my mom also made a point to let me know that he also did not get up for the babies in the middle of the night. So thank you for asking that question. Let's see what else we've got going on. Somebody asked what kind of back injury. John asked, what kind of back injury did my dad have, and how did he live with the pain? When did he show the pain? So my father injured his back. He injured his 4th sacral nerve in his lower back. That injury occurred because he was training, as he usually did every day, and this time he did not. He got a little stale in his routine, and he did not warm up properly. And he did an exercise called a good morning exercise, where he put a dumbbell on his shoulders and then you bend at the waist and come back up, and he damaged his 4th sacral nerve, and it was a very devastating injury. He was bedridden for several months, and was told he would never do martial arts again, and that he may not ever walk normally again. And he was very down at that time, as you can imagine, because martial arts was his life. And so he really at that time delved into a lot of books and to try and figure out if he thought he could, to understand his injury fully and to understand if he could heal himself, if he thought there was a way to recover. And he really started to put together his own recovery plan. And he also read a lot of philosophy and self-help books during that time to try to lift his spirits. This is where the phrase walk on comes from, which was the inspirational phrase that he used to get himself moving forward and not giving up. And to answer the rest of your question, he did always have some back pain. He did always have some discomfort, and he'd be very, very careful and warm up very thoroughly before extending any effort and doing his martial arts. But as you can see, I mean, he made all the movies after that point in his life. This was in 1969, 1970 that this happened. And he made all the movies after that point, so he did manage that injury, though he did have it for the rest of his life. My gosh.
Sorry, Shannon, the stream, you're interrupted right now.
Oh, I hear the stream is interrupted.